Yo, what's up? What's up, everyone? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Horror Sundays. How's everyone doing today? Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there, everyone. Leroy Lorax says, "What's up? What's up, Leroy? How you doing? How you doing, Leroy Lorax? Glad to see you here on another episode of Horror Sundays. Today's episode 43. Emo Nerd Girl says, "Hello, what's up, Emo Nerd Girl? How you doing? Glad to see you here as well on another episode of Horror Sundays here on the channel." Apple Ricky says, "Hey, bro, what's up, Apple Ricky? How you doing? Glad to see you here as well." Leroy Lorax says, "Welcome to Derry. I haven't started watching it yet. I haven't started watching it. I'm gonna start watching it tonight. Is it out yet already, or is it out yet? I think it might be out. I think it's out yet already. I mean, I think it's out already because I've seen some ads on my YouTube saying that to watch it and stuff like that. But I haven't had the chance. But I'm gonna try my best to watch it today after this live stream. Hell yeah, I can't wait to see it tonight." Imunor Girl says, "I'm so stoked for the It premiere tonight." Oh, so it's tonight. It's tonight. Okay, cool. I thought I had already missed it. So cool. It's barely gonna premiere. That's awesome. That is awesome. I thought I had already missed it. Yeah, but that's awesome. Hell yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be good. Apple Ricky says, "I have two idols, David Howard Thorne, Art the Clown, and John Franklin Isaac, Children of the Corn." Awesome, Apple Ricky. I like your choice of idols. Awesome. Apple Ricky says, "So I guess we learned Pennywise's origin in Welcome to Derry." Awesome. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Like I said, Apple Ricky, I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen it yet, but I will be seeing it later tonight after the live stream. So don't spoil anything. Or has anyone even seen it yet? Because someone said, I think Emo Nerd Girl says it's a premiere tonight, so I don't think anyone's even seen it yet. Honestly, if there's gonna be a premiere barely for it, is the show out yet? Everyone, let me know. Is the show out yet? Yes or no? Emo Nerd Girl says, "Hey Frankie boy, hey, what's up, Emo Nerd Girl? Thank you for catching my band practice the other day. That was awesome. We got sweaty as hell in that band practice. We got another show coming up, so we gotta get, we gotta get to it." Leroy Lorax says the trailer looked fire. Yeah, I saw it. I saw the final trailer. I think it came out like I don't know 2 or 3 days ago. Yeah, I remember seeing it. It's pretty sick. Yeah. Myers the Vlogger says, "Yo, what's up, Myers the Vlogger? How you doing? How you doing? If you're new here to the channel, welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club. My name is Frank. This is Horror Sundays episode 43. Episode 43. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Myers the Vlogger. Smash the thumbs up, yeah. Myers the Vlogger, please. Smash the thumbs up. Get us up to 11, please, bro. So more people could join us here on the live stream. But yeah, totally, yeah. I can't wait for it, though. It's going to be sick. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Let me see. Apple Ricky says, "I haven't seen it either." Yeah, I don't think anyone's seen it yet. I think it's going to premiere tonight. Leroy Lorax says, "I think it premieres at 9. Okay, cool. Perfect. So I don't even think anyone could spoil it yet. Because I don't even think anyone's even seen it yet, honestly, fully. All we've all seen is the trailers, Oh, yeah, that's awesome. I can't wait. I'm going to have a lot of good stuff to watch this fall. Right, well, this fall right now, I got Alien Earth. I still need to finish Alien Earth. I finished Ed Gein. Now I need to start watching that Welcome to Derry show. Hell yeah. I'm pretty sure the people that are working on the Halloween TV series, I'm pretty sure they're probably waiting for it, Welcome to Derry, to drop, and the Friday the 13th TV series, so they could probably study the format and see what way they're going to do their series. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting, guys. All this stuff coming out. Emo Nerd Girl says, "You didn't do your homework. Should be gory, perfect for your show." Yeah, I didn't do my homework. Yeah, it should be gory though. It should be gory. I didn't. Yeah, about the gory. I'm gonna be a pretty gory character this year for Halloween. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Hell yeah. How's everyone doing today? Let me know in the chat, guys. How's everyone doing today? Leroy Lorax says, "I watched Tron Ares with my uncle." That's awesome, bro. I haven't seen the movie yet. I'll check it out though when it comes out on streaming though. I don't think that's a movie I want to go pay and see, I'll check it out once it's out on streaming though. What was it by Disney? Is this new Tron movie by Disney? Hey, is this new Tron movie by Disney? Let me know, guys. Is it by Disney? Is this new Tron movie by Disney? Damn, this phone acts weird. This phone acts dumb, dude. I hate this phone right here. All right, hey guys, give me a second. All right, I'm gonna drop the link to my to this live stream on my Instagram. I'll be right back right now. I'll be right back right now. Give me a second. I am back. 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 Let me see. Leroy Lorax says, I think I have it on Disney Plus. Oh, cool then. If it's on Disney Plus, I'll definitely watch it then. Maybe tomorrow, because I'm gonna try to watch it. Welcome to Derry in a bit after this live stream. That's why I'm only doing an hour and 30 minutes today. That's why I'm only gonna do an hour and 30 minutes today on this live stream, because I wanna check out that It show. You know, I seen the two movies that came out. I guess this is gonna be like a part 3 to that, but they're going back to the past instead of continuing going forward with the other characters. Let me see. Aporeki says, I'm hoping Damian Leon, John Franklin, Courtney Gaines, and John Philibin will be at SinisterCon next year, 2026. Crossing fingers. I hope so too, because I'm gonna be trying to go to more cons next year myself as well. Hell yeah, Apple Ricky. Emo Nerd Girl says, holy crap, it's raining bullets right now. Really? It's raining where you live, Emo Nerd Girl? It's really raining where you live? Apple Ricky says, I love rain because it gives me vibes of it. I don't really like rain, honestly. I don't really like rain, guys. I hate the rain. I think it ruins a lot of my plans. I like filming movies, you know? So like rain kind of ruins a lot of that, unless the movie takes place in the rain, you know? Unless it takes place in the rain. Other than that, though, I hate the rain. Honestly, I can't stand the rain. I can't stand the cold or the rain or none of that. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there, guys. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there. Let's get it up to 20. We're almost there, guys. We're almost up to 20. We're almost up to 20. Emo Nerd Girl says, perfect Pennywise weather. Yeah, that is true, though. That is true. The rain does look cool on scary movies as well. Like the Strangers, like the new Strangers movies, chapter 1 and chapter 2, they did really good with the rain. Yeah, so I get what you mean, though. Rain does add a good atmosphere to the horror as well, you know? But it must suck being an actor, cold right there, filming those cold scenes. Hell no. Hell no. Caleb Haas says Strangers Chapter 2 is good. Thank you so much, Caleb. Thank you so much, bro. A lot of people are talking smack of these new Strangers movies, but I actually like them. I actually like them. I actually think they're entertaining. I actually think they're fun to watch, especially because Madeline Pesh, yeah, she's nice to look at. She's nice to look at, but she's pretty convincing in them. She's actually a pretty good actress. I'm not gonna lie, Madeline Pesh, she's a pretty good actress. She's really good. And yeah, she's doing a really great job with these new ones. I really like them. I really like these new ones. They're giving cult vibes in these new ones. In these new Strangers movies, they're giving cult vibes almost. Like if different people take turns being the strangers somehow, you know, in that town. And yeah, I actually like them. Like I said, a lot of people are talking smack on those new Strangers movies, but I like them, bro. They're cool. They're cool. These new Strangers movies are perfect rainy day movies. They're perfect rainy day. They're the type of movies I could be in my bed, you know, just watching on a rainy day because they take place in the cold as well, you know. But yeah, hell yeah, Caleb, glad you like them as well. Apple Ricky says, remember when Georgie was playing with his boat in It? That's what the rain reminds me of. Yeah, when he's playing with his little freaking paper, binder paper freaking sailboat that he made, and then he's freaking rowing it down the gutter where the freaking down the storm drain where freaking It hangs out. Emo Nerd Girl says, hiya, Georgie. Caleb says, I watch a lot of horror on Tubi. Awesome, Caleb. Awesome. This channel is based only on horror. Well, we talk about comic books and movies and stuff like that too as well, Marvel. So this channel is basically movie based, you know? So if you're a fan of horror movies, slashers, superheroes, please like and subscribe, Caleb. Please like and subscribe. My name is Frank. Welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club. Today is Horror Sundays, episode 43. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Caleb? Get us up to 18, please, bro, so more people could join us here on the live. Please, Caleb. And yeah, Tubi has a lot of free horror movies, bro. Tubi has a lot of free horror movies that in the morning, me and my brother were watching this new R.L. Stine movie that came out. It's pretty good, actually. It's pretty damn good. It's called Pumpkinhead. It's by R.L. Stine. Yeah, it was pretty good. It's about this kid who moves to this like new like small town or whatever, and then he finds out that like that the sheriff and one of the farmers from the town are secretly secretly what's it called? Are secretly what is it called? Sacrificing kids to this pumpkinhead demon thing that eats them, you know, and that's how the pumpkinhead demon becomes stronger. And also by sacrificing children to the pumpkin demon, the farmers are able to grow a lot of crops for the town. You know, it's by R.L. Stine. It's cool, dude. It's really cool. I really like it. It's called Pumpkinhead. R.L. Stine. It's like in the Goosebumps universe, I guess. Leroy Lorax says it's 8:12 over here. Oh, crazy, Leroy Lorax. It's 5:15 for me. You're like 3 hours ahead of me. Emo Nerd Girl says Tubi is good. Tubi is good. Yeah, you're right. Leroy Lorax says I read the It book and it traumatized and I'm traumatized. The It book, it was like a short story by Stephen King. The original It movie itself was like a short movie for TV. The original It movie didn't even come out in theaters, guys. Trip out. The original It movie didn't even come out in theaters. It was like a short film made for TV back in the day. It's until now that like they did the whole reboot and everything. That's when it came out in theaters. Wolf says, "What up, Frank? Sorry I missed your last stream, but I still want to compliment that badass Batman shirt you wore that day. Oh, thank you so much, man. Hell yeah, no worries, Wolf. No worries, Wolf. I understand, bro. I understand people got lives. Some people are married. They got kids. Some people got work. Some people just forget, you know? So I understand why some people can't be here certain times, you know? But it's cool to see people pop up here and there, you know? But yeah, I understand, bro. No worries about it. No worries about it, man. It's just like before I started making content, you know? Like I used to watch, I Like Scary, Killjoy Jake, 3C Films, Haunted Hippie, Sister Pam. And then sometimes I would forget to tune in or sometimes I'd be busy doing my own thing, you know? So I understand, bro. I understand that sometimes people can't be here on the live every stream, you know, that's understandable. There's some people that crash out because of that, though. There's some like narcissist ass people out there that'll crash out over that. They expect their moderators to be here every stream, you know, and that's impossible, bro. People do shit, especially if your moderators are like in school, you know, you gotta get older moderators at that case. But yeah. Yeah, that was a cool Batman shirt, man. Wolf, that was a cool Batman shirt. My favorite Batman is the Robert Pattinson one. Check it out. Look, I even got the hood. I even got the hood right here. Look. Can you see it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Look, I finally got my Batman hood on a stand. Yeah, Wolf, that Batman shirt, I really liked it because since I went to go see the Batman with Matt Reeves as the Batman with Robert Pattinson, I really liked his Batman a lot. I related a lot to his Batman. He hates fame. He hates being rich. He looks miserable being Batman, you know? That's why I like this Batman a lot. The cowl looks epic, bro. It looks so cool. Check it out. Look at that. Dude, look at that cowl. It looks so cool. Like, just looking at it makes me want to dress up as Batman. Apple Ricky says, my brother has a new bulldog named Roxy. She's adorable. That's awesome, Apple Ricky. That's awesome. I love dogs. I love dogs myself. Tell him to take care of the dog. Show me a picture one day. Post a picture of Roxy on your Instagram sometime so I can see what she looks like. Wolf says, the It novel is truly one of the most messed up books I've ever read. But the 1,000 plus page journey was definitely worth it. Yeah, it's a long book. It's a long book. That's why I didn't read it. I didn't read it growing up. I just watched the movie. I did not read it growing up. I just watched the movie. I'll read it eventually, though, as an adult. I'll get it better. Leroy Lorax says, what Beverly did is burned in my mind. Yup. And also check this out, guys. Look at this background for this week. Look at the background for this week. Halloween 2. Look at that. Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. You can sometimes see Michael walking in the little security cameras right here. Apple Ricky says the original is all right. I prefer the remake of what? Apple Ricky? Yeah, the OG. I like them both. I don't really care. I like the old one because I saw it when I was a little kid with my dad, and I like the remake because it was a cool modern interpretation as well. You know. If anything, bro, the It remake inspired all that Stranger Things that came after. The whole group of kids taking on a malevolent force, demon, or group of people, you know, that are evil. Yeah, that was a very prominent 80s thing back then. The Goonies, The Borrowers, all the Little Rascals, all those movies with a group of kids, you know. But yeah, Caleb says, I need the graphic novel of the vampire Lestat. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good, right? That would be good. Apple Ricky says, you watch I Like Scary? I do too. Yeah, well, not that much anymore. Apple Ricky says, you watch I Like Scary? I do too. I used to watch them a lot before I started doing my own channel. Before, yeah, like I said, I used to watch all those horror. Jake Killjoy Jake, Haunted Hippie, I Like Scary, Sister Pam, Night Watch Zone. What else? I forgot a few other people's names, bro. What is it? Craven Something Scary. You know, I used to watch all of them, bro, like 3-4 years ago before I was doing anything on YouTube, you know? And I kind of molded myself after all of them, you know? I was like, at first I was kind of nervous, you know, to like talk on camera and all that stuff. But then I realized, bro, you play in a band. Like, you shouldn't even be tripping about being in front of people, you know? But yeah. Man, yeah. I used to watch all of them a lot. Like I said, though, I molded myself after them, and then I just started doing my own thing here on my channel. And then I'll watch them when I have time, you know, when I have time. But I don't really have a lot of time to just to sit and watch YouTube anymore, you know. Like, I'll be out filming, or I'll be band practicing, or I'll be out working. These guys I'm helping out with the movie, you know. But yeah, I do be watching his videos from time to time when he drops something like a Masquerade haul or something like that. I'll definitely have to watch that, yeah. But yeah, Wolf says, Leroy Lorax, my jaws on the floor during the scene. Ghost Rider Edits says, what's up? What's up, Ghost Rider Edits? Look who's here, guys. Look who's here. Ghost Rider Edits hasn't been here in a while. Yeah, a few people haven't been here in a while. Ghost Rider wasn't the only one. We haven't seen Cosplay Zano here in a while either. I hope he's doing okay, though. Cosplay, if you see this, bro, we hope you're doing okay, man. Ghost Rider Edits is finally back. You know, like I say, like I always say, you know, and people can't make it to every stream all the time, you know? And it's okay, you know? Because once they finally show up, it's like, whoa, what up? Where you been, you know? But yeah, what's up, Ghost Rider? How you doing? How you doing, Ghost Rider? Let us know what you've been up to, bro. What have you been doing, bro? What have you been up to? Have you been okay? Let us know in the chat, bro. Emo Nerd Girl says, yeah, the kids have to go to bed for school tomorrow, and the adults get to be terrified by the clown. Awesome, right? Yeah, I would hate to be a kid. I have to go to school tomorrow. Oh, I hate that. Waking up early and stuff. Hey, Ghost Rider, where you been at, man? Let us know. Let us know, Ghost Rider. What have you been up to, man? Let us know in the chat right there, bro. We haven't seen you in like weeks, man. Weeks. But yeah. Yeah, Emo Nerd Girl, like you said, though, dude, I would hate to be like 13, 10, 15, 16, 17, having to wake up at freaking 6 in the morning to go to a building with a bunch of other people for like 8 hours. Oh, hell no. That's horrible. That's horrible. Emo Nerd Girl says, what, no Billy hair this evening? No, not today. I did my hair yesterday. I went to my aunt's funeral. I was at my aunt's funeral yesterday, so I did my hair for that. Today, I kept it dry because I was just too lazy to style it today. You know, Emo Nerd Girl? I had to go pay respects to my aunt one last time, you know? So I had to go dress nice and stuff. But today, I just was like, I don't care today, bro. I don't care if I look like crap. Poreki says, did you watch 3 a.m. videos? I know I did like a... Wait, did you ever watch 3 a.m. videos? I know I did, like on J Station. 3 a.m. videos? I think I've heard of them. I think I'll check it out right now again. Ghost Rider says, "I am scared, and trials and hardship is my friend. I am scared, and trials and hardship is my friend." You know what, bro? Trials and hardship can be your friend. Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider. I get what you mean, bro. Trials and hardship can be your friend because when you go through trials and hardship, once you go through anything else later in life, you won't even feel it as hard anymore as like the first time you went through it, you know? So yeah, trials and hardship makes you strong. But yeah, hopefully you're okay, bro. Hopefully you're okay, man. It's scared bot scared. It's scared bot scared. Damn, dude. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by it's scared bot scared? 3 a.m. videos, you say, Apple Ricky? 3 a.m. videos? Let me see. 3 a.m. videos. Let me see. Hold on. I think I've heard of that before. Oh, it's scarred bot scarred. It's okay. I get you. I get you. I thought you said scared. I'm an idiot, dude. I said scared. It's scared bot scared. Okay, scar. I get you now. It's scarred bot scarred. Emo Nerd Girl says, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your aunt. Yeah, man, that sucks, but you know, it's all gonna happen to all of us when we get old, or some of us even when we're young." Leroy Lorax said, "Hi, what's up, Leroy? How you doing?" Hi again, Leroy. Wait. I think he meant scared or scarred. It's because, damn, bro, it's because here on YouTube, you have to type stuff, you know? So it's hard to get the pronunciation right, you know? It's hard to get the pronunciation of words right here on YouTube because you guys can hear me, but I can't hear you guys, you know? So you guys have to type, you know? So it's, you know? Wolf, Apple Ricky says, "Do you ever have a dog fart in your face?" Nah, hell nah. That shit'll smell nasty. I think that one of my dogs pooped in the room and that smells bad already. I'm gonna open the window. Yeah, bro, that smells. I think my dog pooped and that smells. Imagine a fart? Hell no. Ghost Rider says Scar. Scar. That's a cool name, Ghost Rider, like Scar from Lion King. I always liked Scar from Lion King. I always thought he was pretty cool. Scar. Leroy Lorax said hi. Wolf says, I think, oh, okay. Have you ever had a, no. Wolf says, may your aunt rest in peace. Yes, man. She is one with the force now, bro. She is one with the force. She is now resting in peace. She doesn't have to worry about all these earthly things anymore, man. I'm at least happy for that. Spring Plus, she says, why do your dogs shit like, why do your dogs shit like them outside? Because I'm streaming right now, so I can't take them outside, you know? I'm streaming right now. I'm on the clock. So if I go outside and take them to the bathroom, it's just gonna eat up my time that I'm doing the stream right here. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Come on, let's keep smashing the thumbs up. Let's get it up to 20. We're almost there. And yeah, Ghost Rider, man. Yeah, bro, let us know, bro. Let us know if you're okay, man. Let us know. Talk to us, Ghost Rider. Talk to us, bro. Let us know what's up. Let us know what's up, man. If you're still there, Ghost Rider, let us know what's up, bro. We miss your energetic energy here, man. We miss when you were all crazy all over the place, debating and stuff, you know? Our girl says, come on, be honest. You farted, didn't you? No, not really. You guys want to see the dog dookie? Look, check it out. Bam. You guys saw that? Hey, you guys saw that? You guys saw that? I told you. If I farted, I would have admitted it. Trust me. I'm that type of guy. I'm the type of guy that'll burp in front of people and fart. I don't care, dude. Like shit. When I was at the theater, I was like in line getting a ticket, and I was just burping like behind people and stuff, and people were just looking at me. I don't care though. Yeah, but if I farted though, I would have admitted to it. Who doesn't want to admit to their own fart, you know? Ghost Rider says, dude, I'm okay. And I am not the. No, wait up. I can't read this. I got a tongue twister. Says, dude, I am okay and not at the same time. All right, bro. Just making sure you're okay. Just glad to hear you're okay, man. Awesome. That's awesome. Leroy Lorax says, now your Ryan is chilling with Michael Jackson. Yeah, possibly. Apple Ricky says, also remember the shit falling down down and went in the pool. That's nasty. That's nasty. Emo Nerd Girl says, caca. Apple Ricky says, why the F did you show it, bro? What? And well, yeah, I had to show it. Wolf says, well, Frank showed the receipt. He didn't fart. Yep, I was telling you guys. I was telling you guys it's one of my dogs, and they always do this. My dogs always decide to go to use the bathroom either whenever I'm okay, here it is. Either whenever I'm gonna stream, they decide to use the bathroom, or whenever I go get my food to eat, I come back and there's like piss and poop piles everywhere, you know? So yeah, my dogs are weird like that. My dogs are strange like that. Hey, I got a question. What's everyone gonna be for Halloween? Yo, what's everyone gonna be for Halloween? Halloween is this Friday. Halloween is this Friday, guys. What are you guys gonna be? Let me know. Let me know what everyone's gonna be for Halloween. I'll probably show y'all my costume. Well, one of my costumes. I think it's gonna be my costume for Halloween Day, though. I'm probably gonna go to a Halloween party on Wednesday, maybe. So I'll probably go dressed as Ghostface or Michael Myers to that. And then on Friday, on Friday, get ready. I'm gonna have a badass costume on Friday. Apple Ricky says, I'm being art for Halloween. That's awesome, Apple Ricky. That's awesome. Hell yeah. What else? What else? Everyone, what else is... Wicked Milk says, going as Ghostface too. Haha. Sick. Look at freaking OG Wicked Milk in the chat right here. Welcome, OG Wicked Milk. Welcome to another live stream, episode 43, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Glad to see you here. And yeah, I was just asking everyone, well, what are you guys going to be for Halloween? Apple Ricky says she's going to be Art the Clown. Wicked Milk says going as Ghostface too. I guess you're going as Ghostface as well, huh? Emo Nerd Girl says, don't celebrate Halloween. It's all good, Emo Nerd Girl. No worries. No worries. If you don't celebrate Halloween, it's all good. No worries. As long as you still watch horror movies. But yeah, I'm going to... Wicked Milk, smash the thumbs up. Yeah, bro, if you haven't already. And yeah, Wicked Milk, I'm going to go as Ghostface as well. I'm going to go to... well, here's the thing, though. I haven't really decided, dude. I haven't really decided what I want to go as. I know on Friday, for sure, I'm going to be a costume that I'm going to show you guys right now in a bit. But on Wednesday, I haven't decided if I should go as Michael Myers or Ghostface. I have not decided if I want to go as Michael Myers or Ghostface to this Halloween party. Like, I'm thinking maybe Ghostface, so I could just wear my regular clothes under, and if I get bored of wearing the costume, I could just take it off, you know? But if I go as Michael Myers, I'm going to have to wear the jumpsuit all night and only be able to take off the mask from time to time, you know? So, I haven't decided. But yeah, Wicked Milk says, God's Ghost says, bro, it's way better for parties. Really? Well, yeah, low-key, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I've gone as Ghostface to tons of parties before. Yeah, a lot of people, especially a lot of girls are drawn to the Ghostface costume. Like I picked up a few girls, like in the past Halloweens, dressed as Ghostface at the club, dude. I made out with a few girls, dude, freaking dressed as Ghostface and stuff. Yeah, I remember, I think Halloween, I think it was probably Halloween either. I think it was Halloween. I think probably Halloween 2018, maybe? I think Halloween 2018, I went as Ghostface and some girl just pulled me and started dancing with me on the dance floor. So yeah, Ghostface, yeah, I get what you mean, OG Wicked Milk, I get what you mean, bro, I get what you mean. Yeah, the Ghostface costume is a draw. It draws a lot of attention. Like girls are less afraid of the Ghostface costume. You know what I mean? Like when I went as Michael Myers last year, 2024, Halloween 2024, I went as Michael Myers last year, Halloween 2024 to the club in Hollywood, and I went dressed as Halloween 2 Michael. All the girls were just like, they would just be scared, you know? They would just be scared, like, get away from me type stuff, you know? And then when I went dressed as Ghostface, people were like, hey, can I get a picture with you? Blah, 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 you know? So, yeah, I get what you mean. I guess the Ghostface costume comes off more like friendly or whatever. Let me see. Apariki says, I'll be scaring trick-or-treaters. Awesome. Yeah, me too. I like doing that too as well. Wicked Milk says, plus Ghostface is a more social figure. Yeah, that is true. That is true, bro. That is true. Donica Hooper says, hi, what's up, Donica Hooper? How you doing? If you're new here to the channel, welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club. My name is Frank. Today's Horror Sundays, episode 43. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Smash the thumbs up so more people could join us here. Emo Nerdgo says, but I love horror movies. I don't know what's wrong with me. Me neither. I love them since I was a kid. I never was able to let them go. Donica says, hi. How you doing, Donica? Wolf says, I've been shamed for celebrating Halloween by some kid back in school, telling me it's the devil's birthday. Oh, well, man, a lot of holidays are kind of like pagan anyway. Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that stuff is like pagan. Easter's pagan as well. So it's all hypocrisy, bro. Imanor Girl says, player. No, I'm not the player. Ghostface is the player. Skylar Sarceno says, hi, what's up, Skylar? How you doing? How you doing, Skylar? How you doing? Glad to see you here in the chat again. Please smash the thumbs up right there. Get us up to 21 so more people could join us here in the live. Ghost Rider Edits. Ghost Rider Edits says, dude, I started playing Roblox for like some weeks, and I started playing a Roblox Star Wars game called Saber Legends. And I trained with someone. After training, I became better, but then I soloed alone. That's cool, bro. That's awesome. Is that game cool or what? Star Wars? I love Star Wars. Check this out. Look, since we're talking about Star Wars, my cousin brought this over for me. It's from episode 1. Still in the package, bro. This is from episode 1, 1999. Yeah, hey, Ghost Rider, is the game good? Ghost Rider. What is it called? Star Wars game? Saber Legends. I trained with someone. After training, I became better, but then I soloed alone. Oh, so you were training with someone and then you started going off on your own solo missions? That's cool, bro. Hell yeah, that sounds fun. What's the game called again? Saber Legends. Is the game good? Hey, Ghost Rider, is Saber Legends good? Because I love Star Wars, bro. Look at this. I love Star Wars. I got an R2-D2 from my cousin. It's like, I don't know, it's probably like an early popcorn bucket or something, you know? It's from 1999. Look, it even still has the little Star Wars paper inside. It still has the little manual inside. It says episode 1. It's cool though. It's R2, bro. R2-D2. Check that out. That's awesome, right? That's awesome. Let me see. Wolf says, Frank, the chick magnet. No. I'm not. It's that Ghostface costume. That Ghostface. Then when I take off my mask and they see my face, they run for the hills. And so I'm not the chick magnet, man. I'm telling you, it's the Ghostface costume. It's the Ghostface costume that, you know, because once I take off my mask and they see my real face, dude, they run for the hills. Okay, Apple Ricky says, I want to be a period pad for Halloween next year. I'm just kidding. That is funny, though. Apple Ricky. That is funny. I might start doing more funny costumes, honestly. But that is funny. My younger brother, I think a few days ago, said he wanted to dress up as a tampon. Oh, my God. Imagine that. Oh, dude, just get a tube and we'll spray paint it white. Add some freaking cotton on top and just bloody it. Oh, dude. That's funny, Apple Ricky. That's funny. Ghost Rider says, yeah, awesome. Let me see. I want to see what this game looks like. Saber Legends, right? It's called Saber Legends. I want to see at least a trailer of this game because I really like Star Wars a lot, and I haven't played a good Star Wars game in a while.
I think at one time or another we've all questioned as to whether.
I haven't played a good Star Wars game in a while. What's it called? Saber Legends? Star Wars. Saber Legend. Chill, stop. Hey, Ghost Rider, what's the game called again? Skylar says, what are you wearing this Halloween? Oh, I'm going to get to that right now, guys. I'm going to get to that. Skylar, stick around. Stick around. Stick around. Stick around for like the next, how much time do we have, man? Like another like 30-ish minutes. We have like another 30 minutes. Stick around. Stick around. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to be for Halloween. Stick around. Stick around. Hey, Ghost Rider, what's the game called again? Was it called Saber Legends? Saber Legends? I'm not able to find it. Oh, I found it. Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it. Okay, yeah, it looks. I think I see my little sister play this. It's Saber Led. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's on Roblox. That's actually interesting. I never seen something that good of Star Wars on Roblox. Look, that's pretty sick. Hey. Yeah, I never seen something this good of Star Wars on Roblox. I was never really a Roblox person. Now I'm considering it. That's pretty sick though. Look how he spins. Is that Kylo Ren? Oh shit, dude, you could do flips. Hey, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. That is pretty sick, guys. Oh, Skylar, stick around, bro. Like I said, stick around. I'm going to show you guys my costume. Oh, I'm going to show you guys what I'm planning on wearing. I'm wearing 3 costumes. Apple Ricky says, that's me, by the way. Oh, you're sending the hearts? Thank you so much, Apple. I appreciate it. Ghost Rider says, I accidentally clicked it. Sorry. It's okay, Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider says, sorry. It's okay, bro. No worries, man. No worries, Ghost Rider. No worries. It's a mistake. Skylar says, it from the 90s. That would be cool. That it, huh? That it is creepy, bro. That it. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Maybe next year, that one. That one. Yeah, it from the 90s is more unique, huh? I honestly think he's scarier, the one from the 90s. The new one is cool too, but he's just too fast. He's like, that's the thing about the remakes, right? You know, in the original movie, the killer was more slower, you know? Was a little more like they were still kind of fast, Jason and Michael. They power walked, but they weren't as agile and fast as they would make them in the remakes, you know? As well as it, you know? It wasn't like agile like that in the OG movie, you know? Like some kind of athlete. But yeah, that would be a good costume too as well. If from the 90s. Jumba Jakuba says, hi, did you miss me? Hell yeah, where you been at, bro? Where you been at, Jumba? Where you been at? We haven't seen you here in a while. There's a few people I haven't seen here in a while. Like Ghost Rider just came back again. You just came back again as well. Skylar. Hell yeah, guys. Hell yeah. Jumba, please smash the thumbs up right there. Yeah, welcome to another episode of Horror Sundays. Today's episode 43. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there, guys, so more people can see the live stream and come join us and check it out after we're done as well. You know, Ghost Rider said it's on Roblox. That's cool, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I was like, crap, I haven't seen anything of Star Wars that good on Roblox, you know? I've never seen anything of Star Wars that good on Roblox. Like, did you see the flip that fool did? That was pretty tight. That little Kylo Ren character. Wicked Milk says, yo, Frank, you gotta do a Halloween stream? Could you do that Billy cosplay you did last year that fell out, or a Frankenstein, or Al Pacino? I have the Al Pacino. Hey, you know what's funny, guys? Yo, Wicked Milk, check it out. I have the Scarface shirt. Wicked Milk, look. Check it out. I got the Tony Montana shirt. Do I look like him? Look at that. I got the Scarface shirt. My friend got this for my birthday last year. Everyone tells me I look like Tony Montana, and that's why he got me the shirt. Look, check it out. This guy literally bought me the shirt from Scarface, bro. Like, that's crazy. Look at that. Wicked Milk, OG Wicked Milk says a Richard Ramirez. Yeah, that would be good too, bro. That would be good too. Ghost Rider S says, I'm extremely sorry, Wicked Milk. It's all good, Ghost Rider. It was a mistake, bro. It was a mistake. Emo Nerd Girl says, work at a pizza place. That would be cool. I actually wouldn't mind. That would be pretty 80s, like some Stranger Things shit right there, working at a pizza place. Ghost Rider Edit says, it was a accidental click. It's all good, bro. No worries. It's all good. Ghost Rider says, it's on Roblox. Yeah, I'm going to check it out later, bro. It looks good. Ghost Rider says, I would love to fight with you in the game. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, let me just download it because I don't really play Roblox on my tablet. Wolf says, who's your favorite Star Wars character? Me, my favorite Star Wars character, Darth Vader. Easily, Darth Vader. I love Darth Vader. Always loved Darth Vader. Always will. Luke was cool and all, you know, but I've always been more a fan of the evil people, of the bad guys, you know. Luke was cool for what he was, you know. But I always liked Darth Vader. Always looked cooler, bro, with his black cape and his helmet. Come on. Then Luke's little farm boy outfit. I look like, I don't know, just Vader looked cooler. OG Wicked Milk says there is some crazy good, like really good, well-made Roblox games, bro. Not gonna lie. Wicked Milk, that's sick. Wicked Milk. Emo Nerd Girl says Wicked. Spinosaurus says hi. I missed a lot of the streams. It's all good. No worries. It's all good. No, it's all good. Spinosaurus. Don't worry about it, Spinosaurus. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Spinosaurus. Get us up to 23. Jumba says, I'm going to dress up for Halloween as Optimus Prime, Peekly, Bumblebee. Awesome. Yeah, that's sick too. I hardly see people dress up as the Transformers characters. Those are hard to find. Ghost Rider says, my name is Dragon Adamin. Dragon Adamin? Let me take a picture of that so I could look it up later. Dragon Adamin, huh? Got it. Dragon Adamin. Ghost Rider, I'll check you out when I make my Roblox account. Apple Ricky says, make sure your sister is careful on Roblox because there's a lot of disgusting people on that app. Yeah, we know, Apple Ricky. We know. We know. My mom's always checking her tablet, her phone, all that stuff. Every like 30 minutes, someone goes and checks the tablets and looks through them and stuff, you know. So yeah, we're on it, Apple Ricky. Thank you so much for caring, though. Thank you so much, Apple Ricky. I hope you and my little sister could work on a movie together one day together. Hopefully, when I get to fund my actual clown movie, I want to have both of y'all as two little killer clown girls or something. OG Wicked Milk says, that's sick. Oh, you finally saw it, Wicked Milk? Look, my friend Hector from Subtle Point, he also, well, I got to get a haircut, though. When I get my haircut, I look more like Tony Montana. But yeah, he also thinks I look like Tony Montana, so he bought me this shirt for my 33rd birthday last year. It's a pretty cool shirt. It's fresh, but it's starting to get kind of cold, you know, so I'm going to have to save this for the summer. But yeah, I see what people mean, though. I just got to have my hair shorter because my hair is growing into like a white boy mushroom hair, you know. Spinosaurus says, have you seen the Ghostface hockey mask? It's pretty cool. It's like Jason and Ghostface combined into one. Yes, I have seen it. I have seen the Ghostface hockey mask. Yes, I think I saw it at Creepy Halloween. I don't know, like about a few weeks ago when I went. And I think I also saw it. Who had it? Craven Something Scary. Rest in peace. Craven Something Scary. Rest in peace. He also had a hockey mask, Ghostface mask. Yep. Yeah, he had one too that he got signed by Lee Waddle, the original Ghostface, and I forgot the other guy's name. Was one of the Friday the 13th Jason actors as well. Wolf says, yo, cool Scarface shirt. Yep, I told you guys. My friend got me this shirt last year for my birthday because he also thinks I look like Tony. Wolf says, even Darth Vader's breathing is iconic. Yes, bro. Yeah, like I said, bro. Come on, Luke is cool and he's the good guy, you know, save the people, freedom, all that good stuff. But Darth Vader is just iconic, bro. Darth Vader is way too badass to not like him more than Luke in the movie. You know, like Darth Vader is, especially at the end of New Hope, when Vader sees that the stormtroopers, that the TIE troopers, I forgot what they're called, the pilot troopers, they couldn't take down Luke. Vader freaking took it in his own. He took the job in his own hands. He climbed in his TIE fighter and he went out there, you know. He went out there himself to try to take down Luke, you know. That's badass. That is some like villain shit, you know. That is some old school tyrant villain stuff right there. He's basically like, well, my staff can't get it done. I have to do it myself, you know, type shit. So yeah, that's what made Vader even more freaking cool in New Hope, was that he wasn't afraid to put himself in the line of fire, you know? Just like old school presidents used to, like George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, all them fools used to march to war back in those days. All the presidents, they used to ride on a horse with a sword marching to the battlefield. And that's what made Vader look like a leader, was he was able to be like, you know what, I'm not scared to be in the line of fire. He went out there and he like a soldier, you know? He was a soldier at one point, a Jedi Knight, you know? OG Wicked Milk says, what's good? What's good, Emo Nerd? Emo Nerd Girl says, well, I'm going to grab snacks for the show. Have a good night. See you next time. Take care, Emo Nerd Girl. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Emo Nerd Girl. Take care of yourself. Take care of your kids. Have a safe Halloween, everyone. Emo Nerd Girl, you and your family. Hope you all spend it well. Take care. Hopefully we'll see you on Wednesday. Jumba says, Darth Vader, iconic breathing, and Michael Myers breath too. Yup. That's another thing Darth Vader and Michael have in common, is that breathing, But the difference is that Vader's breathing sounds more robotic, though. It sounds like it sounds like he's being fed oxygen through tubes, which he literally is. Michael's heavy breathing, it sounds like he's just stuck in one little tight space, you know? And he's breathing in all the carbon monoxide stuck in that little tight space. That's the difference. Because Vader sounds like... So Vader sounds like a machine. Well, Michael sounds... Yeah, Michael's literally mouth breathing in his mask because he's like he's not breathing in fresh air through his nose. He's breathing in the carbon monoxide that he's letting out into the mask. He's breathing it back in, you know? So that's why Michael sounds like he's more mouth breathing inside his mask, and Vader sounds like he's getting fed oxygen through tubes, you know? OG Wicked Milk says, see ya, emo. OG Wicked Milk says, bro, I miss early 2000s slasher movie vibes like Scream 3, you know what I mean? More dynamic cinema work, old slasher tropes being reimagined, new metal songs at the credits, etc. Yeah, I was watching Scream 3 a few days ago, and yeah, it got me nostalgic to when I was like, how old was I when Scream 3 came out? Like 9 years old. I was like 9 years old when Scream 3 came out. I was like 9 years old when Scream 3 came out, so I was nostalgic to when I used to watch it at my house, you know. And I used to watch it at my aunt's house as well, my aunt who died. So it made me really nostalgic to when I was a kid, and I used to chill at her house when no one was there, just watching Scream 3, you know. That's why Scream 3 makes me think a lot about my aunt, bro, because I used to watch that movie a lot in her house, you know. Scream 3. And it just takes me back to a time, yeah, when the 90s had barely ended, and we were in this transitioning period where people were still dressing pretty 90s, but we were kind of going into the futuristic way of dressing at the same time still, you know? So we were like half and half. We were still like half 90s and half going into the future. Like when that transition period happened in the late 80s, early 90s, you couldn't really notice the difference between, because people in the 80s were pretty much wearing the same thing they were wearing in the 90s still. And a lot of stuff from the 80s transitioned into the 90s. But once we got to the late 90s, a lot of things were changing because we were going into the millennium and stuff, you know? So yeah, it's very, yeah, Scream 3 is very nostalgic. Very nostalgic for me. Yeah, it reminds me of movie soundtracks. You know, back when there used to be movie soundtracks, back when bands used to write songs for, like, when the studio would hire a band, like I don't know, Foo Fighters or I don't know, Metallica or something like that, to write songs for the film, you know? Not soundtracks, but actual songs, like rock songs or whatever, you know? Yeah, I missed all that stuff, all the movie soundtracks and stuff. Scream 3 had a badass soundtrack, bro. Scream 3, I think Scream 3 had the best soundtrack out of all the Scream movies. Scream 2 was all right, but Scream 3 had more new metal. Scream 3 had more rock, you know? Scream 3 had more rock and stuff. Because when the first two Screams came out, the first one came out in 96. You know, we were heading into the mid 90s already. So that was like the tail end of grunge, Nirvana, all that dirty rock music. You know, that's why in Scream 1 you see Billy wearing the flannel. He has the hair, you know, the Billy Loomis hair like Johnny Depp. You know, that was like the grunge movie. Scream 1 was like the grunge movie. Scream 2 was like we're already going into the more into the late 90s, you know? The bubblegum pop era starts taking over around Scream 2, you know, 97, 98, around right there. The bubblegum pop era, like Britney Spears, NSYNC, you know, all that stuff, that starts taking over right there. And then by when Scream 3 came out, that's when nu metal was like the big thing, you know? It was big in the late 90s too, but it went completely mainstream like in the early 2000s, like 2000, you know? So yeah, I miss movie soundtracks and all that stuff. Nowadays, like we still get movie soundtracks. Like with Scream 6, Demi Lovato did the Still Alive song. That was pretty good. Also Scream 5, they did the what is it called? Fall Out of Love by that band Salem. That was cool too. You know, sometimes they still do the movie soundtracks, but it's rare. It's rare. It's rare. Most of the time you just get the sound score now. The soundtrack most of the time now is the score of the film, the soundtrack, you know, just the music for the movie, you know? Just the dramatic music made for the film. So yeah, I know what you mean, OG Wicked Milk. Wicked Milk says like they don't do movies like that anymore. It's always 80s, 90s or modern vibes. Yep. Yeah, it's because a lot of people now, a lot of people right now are nostalgic for the 80s and 90s. And I predict in the future going forward, we're gonna start getting more nostalgic as well for like the 70s and 60s and 50s. There hasn't been like a 50s nostalgia in a while. I remember the last 50s nostalgia I experienced was around probably like 2009-ish, 2009-ish, 2010-ish. You don't really see a lot of greasers and stuff no more, but I predict in the future I think a lot of people are getting bored of 80s and 90s nostalgia kind of a little bit. So a lot of people are going into like the 2000s, you know, and eventually the 2010s and all that stuff, you know. And eventually we're going to reverse back in time and we're going to start going back into the 70s, 60s, and the 50s, you know, and all that stuff. Ghost Rider says, when you going to play the game? Later on, probably, Ghost Rider. Later on, after I watch the new Welcome to Derry series. After I watch it, Ghost Rider says, when you gonna? Ghost Rider says, my uncle's birthday was today, and he is 34 now. That's awesome, Ghost Rider. That's awesome. Your uncle's the same age as me. I'm a few months older though. It was June, July, August, September, October. I'm like 4 months older than your uncle. He's the same age as me though. I turned 34 in June. I turned 34 in June. So yeah, happy birthday to your uncle, Ghost Rider. Happy birthday. And I'll try my best to play the game later after I watch the It TV series. Apple Ricky says, I want to see a Cat in the Hat horror movie. That would be cool. But the movie they made, it was like a horror movie itself already. Yeah, you know? Apple Ricky says, Frank doing ASMR now. Well, what's ASMR again? Isn't that sound thing? ASMR? Wicked Milk says, laugh out loud. Jumba Jakul retracted message. Ghost Rider says Michael sounds like he is Michael sounds like he is what does that mean? C? What does SC3 mean? Apple Ricky says, does Michael ever get hot in that mask? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I get you now, Ghost Rider. Yeah, it does sound like that. I get you now, Ghost Rider. I get you now. Yeah, it does sound like that. Apple Ricky says, does Michael ever get hot in that mask? Of course. Of course he does. Why do you think he takes it off in Halloween Kills? Twisted Emo said, hi. What's up, Twisted Emo? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the chat. Another episode of Horror Sundays. Today's episode 23. Please smash the thumbs up. Apple Ricky says, I bet Robert England's line would be wild. I bet it would. Ghost Rider says, oh, Ghost Rider, we got 2 Ghost Riders here. We got 2 Ghost Riders. What's up, Ghost Rider? How you doing? We got Ghost Rider, the Spirit of Vengeance also. We got 2 Ghost Riders in the chat. Please smash the thumbs up, Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance. And Ghost Rider Edit says, copycat detected. Yeah, I mean, yeah, bro, people have the same names, you know. Wolf says, when I think of Scream 3, I think of Creed's What If. The killer picked the perfect song to lure his first victim in the movie. Yep, that song, What If by Creed, yep. I'm telling you, Scream 3 had the best soundtrack. Ghost Rider Edit says, I am Spirit of Vengeance. Wait. Ghost Rider Edit says, I am Spirit of Vengeance. Ghost Rider, the Spirit of Vengeance says, nope. Ghost Rider says, your soul is mine. Apple Ricky says, Isaac said he doesn't have a soul in Children of the Corn 6. It says Isaac's return. So he definitely the son of Lucifer. My movie Isaac is printed out. That's awesome, Apple Ricky. That's cool. Ghost Rider says, your soul smells lie. Your soul smells like a lie. What? Wicked Milk says Scream 3 is underrated as fuck. Not gonna lie. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Scream 3 is, I like it. I like Scream 3. I like Scream 3. You know why? Because in the grand scheme of things, look, Wicked Milk, check this out. Check out my hypothesis right here. So in the grand scheme of things, it does make sense for Roman to be the actual mastermind and not Billy and Stu. Because if you watch the original Scream, Billy and Stu were so incompetent as killers. When they're at the fountain scene, they give themselves away so easily, bro. So easily. The talk that Randy and Stu are having, the liver alone, the Billy when he tells Stu to shut up, bro, it was all there. Like, they were letting us know they were the killers, you know? So in the grand scheme of thing, it does make sense because they were just like 17, 18-year-old high school students, you know? So they were just acting on impulse, you know? They were acting on, Billy was acting on impulse, you know? Because of the trauma he was suffering, because of seeing his mom cheating or his dad cheating on his mom or whatever, you know? And Stu was just easily manipulated because he was just already kind of not all there, you know? So it does make sense for Roman to be the actual mastermind, because Billy and Stu were really like incompetent killers. They were leaving evidence everywhere. They were telling people like come on, you know, in the video store scene, when Billy goes up to Randy and grabs him by the shirt and is threatening him, you know, that was so obvious. Even Randy's like, you're telling me that's not a killer right there? Like, so it makes sense for Roman to have been the mastermind, because Billy and Stu were just dumb, you know? They were like Pinky in the Brain, you know? They're literally like Pinky in the Brain. Well, they tried to make them seem like that in the first movie. Billy was the smaller, shorter, but more dominant one. Stu was the taller, but dumber and more easily manipulated one, like Pinky in the Brain, you know? But then later on in Scream 3, you find out that the actual mastermind was Roman. It makes sense. It makes sense if you watch Scream 1 again, because they're like I said, they were incompetent killers. They were giving themselves away. They were leaving evidence at the crime scenes, you know, Billy dropping the phone. Billy, freaking Dewey finds the costume outside Sydney's house, you know? Like they were dumb, you know? They were dumb. Apple Ricky says, Isaac's a devil child. I know that. That is a for sure, Apple Ricky. Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance says, the new EU is pretty similar to the Scream 4. I gotta get it, bro. I gotta get it. I got some EUs right here myself. Ghost Rider, it says, I'm going to be 12 on the 29th October. That's awesome, Ghost Rider. That's awesome. Happy early birthday, Ghost Rider. You're going to be 12 already, bro. You're going to be 12 and then 13, man. You're going to start hitting those teenagers like a preteen right now. Hell yeah, happy early birthday. My bad, I had a tongue twister. Happy early birthday, Ghost Rider. It's happy early birthday. You hope you and your uncle spend it well, bro. Wicked Milk says, laugh out loud, facts. Their work also felt sloppy as fuck. And the end confirms it. Woodsboro really has incompetent cops. Yeah, that's what I mean, bro. That's what I mean. That's why it makes sense why why Roman would be the killer, bro, and why he was the mastermind at the end, because those two were just two dumb high schoolers, you know? Like I said, leaving evidence everywhere. Freaking Billy leaving whoever was in the costume. No, I think Billy was in the costume and then he ran up to Sydney's room. Yeah, but yeah, Billy leaving the costume right there in the bushes. Him dropping the phone in front of Sydney. What else? What else? What else? What else? When they tied up Himbry, their fingerprints could have been on the rope, you know, because I imagine them trying to tie up Himbry with the Ghostface gloves would be hard. Because if you ever worn a Ghostface costume, you would know that the gloves are slippery, you know? So yeah, those guys were just leaving evidence everywhere, you know, everywhere, dude, like everywhere. Everywhere, bro. Leaving Tatum hanging on the door, like, come on. Like leaving Tatum hanging on the door, that was just, they wanted to get caught in a way. Like, I know in the end it seems like they were trying to get away, but I don't know, bro. The evidence they left behind says otherwise. Aporeki says, I'll bring my movie scripts to my acting school on Tuesday to see if I could get them out. Awesome, Aporeki. Yep. Start handing them out. Start handing them out. That's how you get people interested. Start handing out your work. Hell yeah. Wicked Milk says Roman contracted Dumb and Dumber for real. Yeah, dude, literally, yeah. That's what they were. Yeah, that was the whole joke of the movie. Like Billy and Stu were supposed to be just these dumb stoner teenagers that watched horror movies and try to copy them, you know? People forget the premise of the original Scream. Oh, I gotta sneeze, guys. All right, there we go. Yeah, people forget the premise of the original Scream. Like people now see Scream as Ghostface as the main character, you know. But originally, Scream were supposed to be movies of just regular people like you and me who are just obsessed with horror and just copy them, you know. You know, not by making a movie, but they copy them by committing actual crimes, you know. And the Scream movies forgot about that realism that they used to have right there. Now everyone just worries about Ghostface, you know. But back then we were suspicious of the characters, you know. We had to figure out who was Ghostface. But yeah, literally, like Dumb and they were stoners. Billy and Stu were stoners, bro. The Mighty Sparrow says, "Nice kimono. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, the Mighty Sparrow. Thank you so much. I'm wearing it for Halloween. This is like my Tony Montana cosplay for the day." Aporeki says, "Wasn't Scream a low budget movie?" The first one, kind of, a little bit. It had a decent budget, but it wasn't like a super giant budget. It was like on par with the first Halloween movie, you know? It was the first Halloween movie and the first Scream are very similar as well. Aporeki says, so Beverly Isaac's mom is a blonde woman with short hair. She's a nun. She was like 20 years old when she was forced to have a baby with Satan. That's crazy, Aporeki. That's crazy. Ghost Rider says, after download Roblox, you should try and find connection, search place, and then you should search Dragon Adaman and click on the profile. Then send a connection request. All right, bro, hell yeah. I'll check it out after, Ghost Rider. Oh, Wicked Milk says, you could make scripts for the acting school to play. It'd give you a rep in the scene. Yup, Aporeki. All right, guys, I'm going to change this shirt again. I'm going to start showing you guys my costume. All right. I'm back with the Jurassic Park shirt. Wicked. Okay. All right, guys. Who's ready to see my Halloween? One of my Halloween costumes. Who's ready to see one of my Halloween costumes? Right here. Who's ready to see one of my Halloween costumes? I'll give you guys a hint. I'll give you guys a hint. Guess what I'm going to be for Halloween? Just by looking at this glove, guess who I'm going to be for Halloween? Guys, just by looking at this glove, guess who I'm going to be for Halloween? Ah, Wicked Milk says Art the Clown. Yep. Art, bro. Wicked Milk says yep. I managed to get my Art the Clown costume in time. And no, I didn't buy the Spirit Halloween one. I ordered mine off Temu, but it's freaking great quality. I only got it for 27 bucks, bro. I got it off Temu for 27 bucks. Ghost Rider says, Art, yeah, you're right. Look at this, guys. You got the little neck thing. Oh, this is so cool. I can't believe this was only 27 bucks. These gloves, though, it didn't come with the gloves. I got these are the gloves from my dad's funeral. I just got them and cut the fingers off. Yeah, my dad wouldn't care, bro. He used to give me all his jumpsuits to make Michael Myers costumes. But yeah, it doesn't come with gloves, though. I made the gloves. It comes with the little necktie. Look. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, dude, this costume. Okay, you guys ready to see the whole body? Look at this. Look at this. The Mighty Sparrow says, I was going to say Michael Jackson. With the black. Yeah, Michael Jackson always wore black and white as well. Apple Ricky says, looks good. Look, check this out. Look. Oh, my God. Look at this. It's huge, just like Art's. Dude, this is awesome. Look at that. I'm going to be like, this is awesome, bro. I love this costume. I'm going to bloody it up. Hey, guys, should I make it bloody? You guys tell me. Should I make the costume bloody? Chat, should I make the costume bloody? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Should I make my Art the Clown costume bloody or should I keep it clean? Should I make it bloody or should I keep it clean, chat? Let me know in the chat, chat. Should I make it bloody or keep it clean? Wolf says, do you know about the Scream? Oh, wait. Hell yes, bro. Bloody as possible. Aporiki says, if you want, then sure. Mighty Sparrow says, yes, obviously. Aporiki says, I made mine bloody. Yeah, bloody it is then. I'm making mine bloody. Wolf says, do you know about the Scream-inspired murder that involved two horror movie-obsessed boys who planned on going on a killing spree after murdering one of their classmates in cold blood, Nightmare Fuel? Yep, I seen that, the Scream Killers. Yep, I'm familiar with that case. That case happened when I was in high school. I didn't go to the same school as them though, but we were they were like seniors. I was like a sophomore or a freshman around that time. I think I was a sophomore. But yeah, these guys were like seniors though. And again, I didn't go to the same school as them, but they were like 2 years older than me, you know? Yeah, these guys were weird, bro, because they recorded themselves confessing to the murder after they committed the murder in the car. They were all trying to sound slick and cool with cool little lines, like with cool little comebacks. They were trying to seem like they were in a movie, you know, basically, you know? So they were trying to talk like how you would talk in movies. You know how people talk in movies with like exaggerated lines and stuff like that? Like that's how they were talking. And what's crazy to me about that case is that they didn't even wear any Ghostface costumes. They didn't wear a Ghostface robe or mask. They wore some like generic, like, I don't know, like porcelain white masks or something, you know? And they just wore hoodies and all black. You know? So it's crazy because at that time in 2006, you were already able to get all this Ghostface shit at the stores and stuff like you are now, you know? So that's one thing that I found odd about the case was that they were comparing it to Scream a lot, but they didn't even use costumes like Ghostface or anything like that. What they did do though, they did go by one thing in the movie. The girl that they killed, her name was Cassie. Sound familiar? Remember Casey Becker, Scream 1? When she gets killed and then hung on the tree? So that's the only connection I found to the actual Scream movie, you know? That's the only connection I found to the actual Scream movie was that the girl was named Casey. Oh, and the fact that she was gonna be alone, watching her aunt's dogs for the weekend, you know, in a deserted house. That's about it though. But the costumes, they didn't use buck knives. They didn't use ghost face masks or robes or any of that, you know? They buried the murder weapons in like really shallow graves like idiots. One of them had like autism or something, you know? The taller one, because there was a tall like the killers. One of them was kind of tall. I don't know if he was Italian, but he was kind of like a bit tan like me. And the other one was a white boy, straight white boy with green eyes, like blondish, like mushroom cut like me, you know? Yeah, those guys were crazy, bro. And then the cops went to the oh no. And then the cops started questioning them, you know? And these guys were lying all over the place. You know, they were saying they were at a movie, and then the cops were asking them what the movie was about, and these guys couldn't even say anything, you know, what the movie was about because they were lying, you know? And all that good stuff. Then they went to their houses, and then they went to the rooms and they found nothing but horror movie shit, just like my room, you know? So basically the rooms looked like my room, you know, with masks and just horror movie stuff everywhere. And that's how they were able to determine that they were the killers and stuff. And then they were finally able to convict them when they found the tape of them confessing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar with that, bro. My Scream fan film, The Ghostface, was kind of inspired by that story a bit. I added some little like elements in there similar to the real life thing, but not too much to pay respect, you know, to what actually happened. But yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Wicked Milk says, yeah, they were dumbasses too, bro. Yeah, they were idiots. They were literally like Billy and Stu. Like, they were literally like the same height. One of them was like 6 feet tall. The other one was shorter, but the shorter one was the mastermind. You got to remember, in these situations like this, like these Pinky and the Brain, Dumb and Dumber, Billy and Stu situations, usually the smaller dude is the more dominant one, the more alpha one. Usually these what is it? Guys like Billy and the Scream Killers, like they usually pick partners that are kind of dumb, that are easily to manipulate, you know, so they don't ask so many questions and just go get the job done, you know. And that was the case with the Scream Killers. The mastermind, the shorter guy, the white boy with like the mushroom cut, he was like the main mastermind of it all, you know. And what he did, he was able to manipulate the dumber guy to help him out, just like in Scream, you know, just like in Scream, Pinky and the Brain, bro. The smaller guy is always the more alpha dominant one, and the taller guy is always the dumber idiot that has size on him that could help you though, you know. Wicked Milk says, laughing my ass off. Ghost Rider says, what would your Roblox name be? I don't know, bro. Ghost Rider, I don't know yet though, dude. I don't know. I have to make one up. I would have to make one up. Maybe something to do with my YouTube channel here or something, just so people recognize it, you know. Apple Reiki says, I always looked at Isaac being the bastard son of Lucifer and a female nun. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, guys, come on. What about that art costume? Look, I got a pretty good costume for $27. At Spirit Halloween, they be selling these art costumes for like $70, $60. Look at that. I got this for $27. $27. You believe that? I'm probably gonna do a tutorial on my makeup. I'm still waiting on the nose though. I'm still waiting on the nose from Tinsley Transfers. I also got some hats though. Look, check it out, guys. I also got some little Art the Clown hats. I also got some little art hats. Look at that. Some little Art the Clown hats. Damn, there'll be Art the Clown this year. That's crazy. I think I got the cheekbones for it. I don't even need the mask. I already kind of got the nose a bit, but Art's nose is a bit more longer. So I'm going to have to put the prosthetic I bought. But I think I got the cheekbones, though. I don't even really think I need the mask. Yeah. I think I got the diamond enough face. Wolf says, I can't imagine the kind of tear that girl felt that night. Yeah, bro, that was uncalled for, pretty much. That was uncalled for, especially if it's a girl, bro. Like a girl can't really defend herself. Like hunt bigger game. Go after a man, go after another man that's a killer. If you're gonna be a killer, hunt other killers. Hunt other killers. Like Dexter. That's weak though. That's weak though. Going for a girl who can't even really defend herself. That's weak, bro. That's weak. That's not a hunter. Those are just cowards, bro. That just wanted to have they were just so desperate for any like validation and attention that they did that stupid crime. Like if you're a real killer would go hunting other killers. A real killer. A real killer will go hunting other killers. Not people who like don't even have nothing to do with their agenda or like. It's just weak. It's weak. You want as a guy you want to go after something that gives you a challenge. As a man you want to go after something that gives you a challenge, bro, not something that is easily taken down. That's why those guys are idiots, bro. That was just a senseless dumb shit they did, bro. Those fools just wanted attention. That's all it was, bro. They just wanted attention. That's all it was. And I also heard rumors that both of them liked the girl. These two idiots, the scream killers. I heard that both of them had a crush on the girl, but they didn't know how to express it. You know what I mean? They didn't know how to express it. So instead of expressing it in a healthy way, they expressed it in a sadistic, violent way. Instead of just telling her, hey, I like you. You want to go out sometime? I guess they were probably scared of getting rejected or something. So they decided to go with this route instead, which is crazy. Wolf says, wait, hold on. OG Wicked Milk says, for real, really sad. Wicked Milk says, I also got an art set, but I ain't got latex, so I ain't gonna do it this year. Got the clown boots and all. Gonna have the mold for my face, do it latex over that, so it still will take some time. That's cool, bro. Hell yeah. Better post some pictures or post a video on your YouTube or Instagram of you as art. See, I don't even have to do the mask. I know most people have to do the face mask over, but I don't because I think I have enough sharp facial features. I have enough sharp facial features where I don't need the mask. I just need the nose. Like I said, I'm waiting on the nose extension from Tinsley Transfers, and I'm still waiting on the little hood. But I got the hat though. Look, actually, I bought a stack of hats. My sister got a stack of hats. Look at that. Look at that, bro. I can't believe I'm gonna be Art the Clown. Look, I have the hat already on. Like, that's gonna be so sick. Wolf says, you still got the teeth? Yeah, I still got the teeth. I got some better ones though. Wolf, I got some better ones. The other ones I had were too I don't know, they were too big. I think these are better. These are from Fun World. I got these yesterday at Creepy Halloween here in Glendale, Los Angeles. These are way better. Look at that, way better than the other ones I got. The Pirate Choppers. Look at that. They look pretty cool. I might have to blacken the gums a bit though, because Art's gums are black. Wicked Milk says, I agree with you, Frank. Hell yeah, thank you so much, man. Aporeki says, I want to have a bald spot on my head to get the 666 birthmark as that tattoo of the omen. I would wear hats when I go out in public. That's crazy, Aporeki. You are a crazy girl. You are a crazy girl if you want to do that. That is wild. That'll hurt. Like I said, though, but I understand, though. Like I always say this. Eventually, when I go bald, because I know I will when I'm older, eventually, when I go bald, because like I said, I know I will go bald. Most guys go bald when they're older. I was gonna get tattoos on my head. I was gonna get tattoos on my head when I go bald eventually. I was gonna get tattoos on my head, like a punk rocker. So I'll just get a bunch of skulls, spider webs and stuff like that. A zipper, or some stitches on top of my head. Hell yeah, bro! I can't believe I got this costume. But yeah, that's crazy though, Apple Ricky. That's crazy that you want to do that. But yeah, like I said though, if I go bald one day, I'll just get tattoos on top of my head. Hey, I'm just gonna wear my Doc. I don't even need to buy the clown shoes for this. I'm just gonna wear my Doc Martin boots. All right, let's see. Wolf says, yeah, do blacken the gums. Yes. Ghost Rider retracted his message. Apariki says, I won't worship the devil, which I don't. It's from a movie. I wouldn't even name my future son Damien after the same movie. It's all good, Apariki, no worries. OG Wicked Milk says, not gonna lie, I prefer Art's look from the first movie. Like his gums are still black, but his teeth is all bloody. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll probably throw fake blood in him. Ghost Rider says, do you know about lightsaber forms? Lightsaber forms, different lightsaber forms from Star Wars. Like, well, yeah, there is different lightsabers. You know, there's different colors. There's there's different shapes of lightsabers, different hilts and handles for them and all that stuff. There's double head lightsabers as well. Or what do you mean, Ghost Rider? What else do you mean? We got 5 minutes, guys. We got 5 minutes left in the chat. We got 5 minutes left in the chat, and I'm cutting it, all right? So if you guys got any last questions, ask them now. But yeah, Ghost Rider, what else do you mean, though? What lightsaber forms do you know that I don't know of? Aporeki says, I would get a black and white French bulldog and name him Art after Terrifier. That would be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool, huh? That would be cool as hell. That would be cool as hell. Yeah. What I want to do with my clown movie when I eventually try to produce it, I want to make merch for it. I want to sell milk, and one milk will be red, a strawberry milk, and the other milk will be just regular white milk. Aporiki says I would also get an orange fluffy male cat and name him Malachi after Children of the Corn because Malachi has orange long hair. It'd be perfect. That'd be cool. Name him Garfield better though. Garfield. Yeah, I think I got a pimple on my forehead. Ow. Remember, guys, even if you're 34, you still get pimples. Pimples don't go away when you're a teenager. Wicked Milk. No, Wolf says silk, oat, or whole milk. Let me see. Silk milk. Silk. I be drinking silk. I be drinking silk milk. Ghost Rider says, I mean the combat forms of lightsabers like Shi-Cho or Soresu. Oh man, I don't really know a lot about those. I don't really know a lot about those, Ghost Rider. I don't really know a lot about those, Ghost Rider. Please forgive me, man. Please forgive me for being a poser, bro. I don't know a lot about those, man. Please forgive me. Aporeki says, want me to come pop it? That would be awesome. That shit hurts my forehead. Wicked Milk's in my face. My face too. Look, wait. My face too. My face too. Like I'm just gonna apply the latex to add the Winchy features around the eyes, nose, and chin a bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get you, bro. Hell yeah, I get you. I get you. Yeah, for Art the Clown, you kind of need a diamond face. You kind of need like a refined jawline, low key, because he does have like a jawline, Art, huh? And then he's got the cheekbones as well. Cheekbones. Yeah, right there. You see the cheekbones right there? The curve right here is the cheekbones. So I got the right there as my cheekbones. Yeah, I got the cheekbones. So I'll be good. I'm glad I don't have to glue a freaking mask on my face. I'm glad. I got that demon face already, kind of. I got that demon face. Wolf says, "Damn, Ghost Rider is a true Star Wars fan." He is, bro. He is, man. I lost track of a few Star Wars things, like the things like what he was telling me right now. You know, I lost track of a few Star Wars things because I've been focusing on mainly horror for the last couple of years, I remember for a few years before, I was focusing a lot on Star Wars. Yeah, sorry, man. Look, check this out, guys. You guys like this new mask I got? I found this mask at the thrift store yesterday. It looks pretty cool. I'm probably gonna make an original fan film with it. An original film. What do you guys think? Dude, this mask looks cool on me. It looks like my face. Look at my hair. Ghost, Wicked Milk says, cool mask. Wolf says, sick mask. Thank you. Aporiki says, remember you said you peed on someone's doorstep on Halloween? Yeah. That was Halloween 2006. Me and my cousin and a few friends, we were ding-dong ditching around the neighborhood. And then I peed on someone's doorstep and I knocked and they walked out and they stepped on my pee. Hey, Halloween was all about pranks back in the day. People forgot about that. Ghost Rider says Cho was the first lightsaber form of all time, and it's effective, also kind of efficient. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Wicked Milk says, weather it, bro. Oh, I will, man, I will. I'm going to be using this for an original fan film I want to do. I want to do kind of like a Scream kind of like style movie, but with like a Grim Reaper killer instead, you know? With like a Grim Reaper killer instead. So I got this mask yesterday at the thrift store. Man, now it doesn't want to go back on. There you go. Looks sick, huh? It's a sick ass mask. Ghost Right, Wicked Milk says, let's do some ding dong ditching next year when I visit LA. Fuha, I'm down, bro. I'm down. I'm telling you, people forgot about those old school, all those old school pranks for Halloween. All people care about now is like the chicks just care about dressing all sexy. The dudes just care about getting all plastered drunk. Same thing with the chicks. So everyone just cares about getting wasted, you know? And nobody cares about going out and like being misfits, you know? No one cares about going out and doing pranks like people used to do on Halloween, you know? People used to play pranks on each other. Even Laurie Strode says it in the first Halloween. Halloween is when people play pranks on each other. Like people forgot the whole, like Halloween was kind of on pars with April Fools, you know, a bit. Like playing pranks. Like no one does the prank thing anymore on Halloween, you know? Everyone just wants to get drunk or is worried about making their costume look perfectly like the movie. It's like, bro, enjoy the day, you know? But yeah, Aporiki says, can join Ding Dong Ditch. Yes, anyone. I'm going to start a Ding Dong Ditching cult. Wicked Milk says, hell yeah. All right, thank you so much, Hollywood Horror Film Club, Ghostface and Michael Myers Collectors, for joining me here on the channel for another episode of Horror Sundays. Today was episode 43. Like I always say, please smash the like and subscribe button. It really helps us out a lot in the algorithm. Smash the bell notification to be notified when I go live or upload new videos here on the channel. Hit the comments below. Share these videos with everyone you know so we can keep making more horror content here on the channel. Follow me on Instagram for more horror content. And if you'd like to leave a donation to the channel, Cash App link down below. Sometimes we run out of fake blood and props for our movies. And like I said, my Instagram link is down below in the description of this live as well. Wicked Milks, OG Wicked Milk says, see ya. Ghost Rider says, Makashi is a form which focuses on quick and precise attacks with quick parries and counterattacks. Count Dooku is the master of Makashi and is the strongest user of Makashi. Oh, okay, I get you now. That explains his style, right? Where he flips and does all those flips and stuff. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Wolf says, good night, everyone. Good night, Wolf. Ghost Rider says, it's the second form, by the way, and there are 7 fundamental lightsaber forms. That's awesome, Ghost Rider. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm glad you're up to date on your Star Wars stuff, bro. Hell yeah. Yeah, and that explains why why Count Dooku does all those crazy flips. Huh. Ghost Rider says, see ya, Wolf. Ghost Rider says goodbye. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. It's almost going to be Halloween, yeah? It's almost going to be Halloween. Take care, everyone. Stay safe.